Hi guys, welcome back again to Thai Talk with me, Jenny. In today's story, you will hear from a man who was lonely. He's arrived in Bangkok. A half Thai man took him to Soy Cowboy, where he meets a Thai lady who seemed genuine. But scared to commit, he goes up to Pattaya. Then make a mistake by picking up two freelancers. How does he escape? Let's listen and see. Please leave the comment and I will reply all your comments with my opinions too. And please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you can, please buy me coffee. It will help me a lot. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Hi, Jenny. I'm Paul. I'm 48 years old, born and raised in Chicago. And for most of my life, I've been invisible. Not in some poetic, mysterious way. I mean genuinely invisible. The kind of guy people forget is in the room 5 minutes after meeting him. I never understood how some men just knew what to say. How they could walk up to a woman and start a conversation like it was nothing. How they flirted effortlessly. How they carried themselves like they belonged everywhere. I was the opposite. Quiet. Socially clumsy. Always somewhere between nervous and self-conscious. I spent most of my adult life watching other people live while I stood on the sidelines. When guys my age talked about ex-wives, long-term girlfriends, crazy dating stories, heartbreaks, and wild adventures, I stayed quiet. I had nothing to contribute. My dating life wasn't bad. It didn't exist. One cold night, sitting alone in my apartment, staring at the glow of my TV without really watching it, something inside me snapped. I thought, is this it? Is this really going to be my whole life? I didn't want to die having never felt wanted, never felt chosen, never felt desired. So I did something completely out of character. I booked a one-way ticket to Thailand. No plan. No itinerary. No friends coming with me. No idea what I was walking into. I just wanted to shock myself into becoming someone braver. Bangkok was where everything started. The heat hit me first. Thick, heavy, alive. The streets buzzed with noise, color, smells, and movement. It felt chaotic, but exciting in a way Chicago never did. On my second night, I was wandering aimlessly, probably looking exactly like what I was, a lost tourist. That's when Victor approached me. He was Thai European, maybe mid-40s, confident, relaxed, dressed sharp but casual. The kind of guy who looked like he knew everyone and everything. He smiled and said, "First time Bangkok?" I nodded. "Is it that obvious?" He laughed. "You have the face." We grabbed beers. He told me about nightlife areas, warned me about scams, and talked like a big brother who had seen it all. After a few drinks, he leaned closer and said, "We go Soy Cowboy. Warm up. Later Nana Plaza." Normally I would have made an excuse. Instead, I said yes. Soy Cowboy felt unreal. Neon lights everywhere. Music blasting from every doorway. Women laughing, calling out, dancing behind glass. It felt like I had stepped into an adult carnival. Inside the first bar, I barely had time to sit down before she appeared. Her name was Fawn. She walked straight up to me, looked me in the eyes, and smiled like she already knew me. "Hello. You come first time here." Her English was smooth, flirty, confident, dark hair, perfect makeup, a tight dress that hugged every curve. I felt my face get hot. "You shy," she said, smiling. "I like shy." She brushed her fingers lightly along my forearm as she spoke. That tiny touch felt electric. She asked about my life, my job, my family. "You look kind," she said. "Good heart." No woman had ever said that to me before. After 20 minutes, she leaned in and whispered, "You take me out tonight?" I said yes before my brain had time to intervene. Across the bar, Victor raised his beer and gave me a grin. That was the last time I ever saw him. Fawn and I bounced from bar to bar. She held my hand, leaned into me, kissed my cheek when she laughed. I drank more than usual. Everything felt fuzzy, warm, unreal. When I suggested meeting again tomorrow, she wanted to stay in my hotel. When I hesitated, she exploded. You same as other men. I felt trapped. To calm her down, I left 2,000 baht on the table and got out of there. Back at my hotel, I felt stupid. I promised myself I wouldn't see her again. The next evening, I went straight back. She was outside her bar, barely dressed, holding a drink sign. When she saw me, she squealed and hugged me. So sorry about last night. Too much drink. Tonight better. And it was better. We talked more. She told me she hated bar work. I want normal life. I want boyfriend. I want love. One night became two. Two became four. Soon, my entire Bangkok trip revolved around Fawn. No temples. No sightseeing. Just her. After about a week, I told her I was going to Pattaya for a few days. Her face darkened. Pattaya dangerous, she said. Many bad girls. Many bad people. She squeezed my arm. I come with you. I told her no. She looked genuinely hurt. The moment I arrived in Pattaya, my phone started buzzing. I miss you. You think about me? Why you not call? I believed she cared. Pattaya was insanity. Bars stacked on bars. Music colliding from every direction. Girls everywhere, smiling, grabbing, pulling. The first night, I sat alone at a beer bar near the beach. Two girls approached me together. One sat on my left. One sat on my right. They introduced themselves as May and Lin. You alone? May asked. I nodded. Lin smiled. We keep you company. They ordered drinks. They laughed. They touched my arms, my shoulders, leaned close enough that I could smell their perfume. You handsome man, Lin said. I laughed nervously. No one ever called me handsome back home. They didn't pretend to want romance. They were honest. You take both of us to hotel. May asked casually. My heart was pounding. I had never experienced anything like this. I agreed. Back in the hotel room, they both clung to me like I was a rock star, kissing my cheeks, running fingers through my hair, sitting on my lap. It was overwhelming. It was intoxicating. For a few hours, I forgot about loneliness, forgot about Chicago, forgot about Fawn. I felt wanted, desired, important. The next morning, they were still there. They smiled sweetly. We stay with you today, Lin said. I hesitated. Same price, May added. I agreed. Day 1 became day 2. Then day 3. They barely left my room. They ordered room service. They asked for shopping money. They wanted massages. Every request came with kisses and smiles. By day 4, the money demands became heavier. We need extra, May said. Special. I started to feel uncomfortable. On the 5th night, I refused to give more. Their mood flipped instantly. They started yelling, accusing me of promising things I never promised, threatening to call police. Then they actually did. 2 uniformed officers showed up. The girls spoke rapidly in Thai. I tried to explain my side. The officers looked annoyed. They clearly thought the girls were hustling me. But they also couldn't prove anything. After an hour of back and forth, one officer sighed. You pay half. Finish problem. Half of what the girls demanded. 10,000 baht per night. 5 nights. For each girl. My stomach dropped. I paid. I just wanted it over. When the girls left, I sat on the bed shaking. I felt used. Stupid. Drained. Pattaya suddenly felt dark and predatory. I booked the next bus back to Bangkok. On the ride, I kept thinking about Fawn. At least she pretended to care. At least she held my hand. Soy Cowboy felt like the lesser of 2 evils. When I returned to Bangkok, I went straight back to her bar. Her face lit up when she saw me. You come back. She hugged me tightly. That night turned into another blur of drinks, kisses, promises, and whispered fantasies about the future. I paid her mama to take her off the bar roster for the rest of my trip. Expensive, but I wanted to believe she was different. We spent entire days together. She held my hand in public, called me her boyfriend. One night she whispered, Paul, I think I love you. No woman had ever said that to me before. I was doomed. When it came time to leave Thailand, I promised to send her money. On the plane home, I imagined a future. Reality hit fast. She needed more money. Then more. When I hesitated, she went cold. If I sent money, she loved me again. If I didn't, she vanished. Within weeks, I had sent nearly $3,000. Finally, I lied. Thank you for the fun fawn, but I'm getting married in Chicago. She accepted it. I blocked her. It felt like ripping out an emotional tumor. Painful. Necessary. Looking back, I understand why I fell. Loneliness distorts reality. Affection becomes a drug. And in Thailand, affection is always for sale. I wasn't special. I was just another man walking into a fantasy. And I walked in smiling. That tells them everything. That's my story, Jenny. Still in Chicago. Still saving. But a lot wiser now.
So guys, what do you think of the story? Drop the comment below and I will reply to your comments with my thought too. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you can, please buy me coffee because I'm working full time on this video now. Thank you. Have a nice day. ขอบคุณค่ะ Until my next video. Bye.